Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre once again faced questions about the classified documents found in President Joe Biden's private possession. Obama-era classified documents were discovered at the Penn Biden Center in Washington in November, the Biden administration announced earlier this month. Additional documents were also discovered at his Wilmington, Delaware home. This has drawn sharp criticism from Republicans and fraught comparisons to the discovery of hundreds of classified records in former President Donald Trump's possession. Jean-Pierre said that Biden does, quote, take classified information seriously.
One clarification, if I can, on the president's answer yesterday to the documents. He said in that answer that he is doing everything that attorneys are asking him to do, so it was protocol and everything. Was his answer vetted through counsel or anything like that? Can you tell us that?
I mean, it's the same thing that he has said before, which is he and his team are cooperating fully. That's the same. That's the same answer he has given many times, and so has his White House counsel's office. Is that his and his team
talking about it in the way that he did?
That's nothing new. He has said that before. But again, I'm not going to parse the words of the president. It is, you heard him say what he gave his remarks and make his statement. I'm just not going to dive into that.
And then on the meeting on Tuesday with Democratic members, can you sort of characterize what that meeting is? Is it sort of a temperature taking as agendas and priorities are set for the upcoming State of the Union speech?
Well, look, I mean, it is part of the new Congress, right?
Without speaking about the investigation or the special counsel specifically, if you could walk us through a little bit of what the process in general is supposed to be when classified documents are improperly found, and if the White House has any role in those circumstances, if they refer anything to the Office of Director of National Intelligence, or sort of what that process should be. Again, sort of not necessarily referencing the current situation, but just in general.
I hear the question. It's been asked to me many different ways, many different times.
I'm trying yet another.
And I appreciate the effort. Again, I am going to refer you on the particulars of the process and how it goes down and how it works. I'm going to refer you to the White House Counsel office, my colleagues there. They will be happy to engage with you and listen to your question and answer it the best that they can. I am just not going to be speaking it from here, and my colleagues who have already been engaging with many of your colleagues and probably you over the last 2 weeks. I'll let them take care of that to decipher the difference.
Really quick question. The president going to his home in Rehoboth Beach today, does that have anything to do with classified documents being found at Wilmington and none being found at Rehoboth?
So as it relates to classified documents, information, which the president takes very seriously, and you heard him speak to it when he was asked by your colleagues yesterday when he was traveling in California, I would refer you to the White House Counsel office for any statement coming from here or anything new developments coming from here, but as it relates specifically to the investigation, I would refer you to Department of Justice. So I'm not going to comment on that piece at all from here. I'm just going to continue to be prudent and consistent and respect the Department of Justice process. As it relates to his travel, as you know, he often travels to Delaware on the weekends. I just don't have anything else to share. But anything related to the legal process, I would refer you to the White House Counsel.
What does the president mean when he said no regrets? Because he's also said he takes very seriously the handling of classified documents. So I'm unclear what he means about no regrets.
So I'm not going to comment further from what the president has said yesterday. I think he laid out his thoughts. He was asked about it. He laid out his thoughts of whatever question he was asked. I'm not going to get into specifics, or I'm not going to go beyond what the president has said. But I will reiterate from here and basically what he said to all of you many times at this point, that he does indeed take classified information and seriously. He does indeed take classified documents seriously. I'm just not going to go beyond that. I would refer you to the White House Counsel's office for any specifics on the president's comments or how the process is moving forward.
Can you just shed light on was he referring to sort of the rollout of the information or about the timeline, or I'm just unclear about what he's not regretting.
And Kelly O, I totally understand the question. I totally understand why you may want clarity here, but I'm going to be prudent. I'm going to be consistent here. I'm not going to comment on on the ongoing process, the legal process from here. I will just let the president's words stand for itself. I'm going to go around.